So one thing I don't really understand is how people can look at someone who's trying their hardest to make something into something, and they just go, you should quit doing it. You know, there's a lot of things that I feel like people should quit. Addictions with like drinking, smoking, yeah, that's something you can quit. But if it's like something they're passionate about, and it's not really hurting anyone, why bother telling them to quit? And you're probably wondering, Jenky, why am I talking about this? Well, on July 28th, I was streaming. I do multi-stream, so I'm on both YouTube and Twitch. And most of the time, my YouTube viewers, the viewer count is pretty low. I average around like maybe 3 to 4 people on YouTube. It's just how it is because I never used to stream on that platform before. And on my Twitch, I usually average around like 20 viewers, so of course most of my viewers are going to be on Twitch. And or people who go to my YouTube and they go over to Twitch. It's just how it is because on Twitch, you get music. So I was streaming like normal, and I do have a lot of people pop into my YouTube saying, oh wow, you're streaming for this many hours to this many people, pack it up. Or like, you know, they always bring up the viewer count, which I don't really understand. Yeah, viewer count makes it go, oh, why are you even streaming? But also, I feel like people kind of forget that, like, hey, if you're streaming for this long, you can clip a lot more. And the best part about streaming, too, is you don't necessarily have to record. You don't necessarily have to have the recording on your PC. It's saved to Twitch and YouTube for a certain amount of time. You can go in there, clip it, and then the footage can disappear. So it's like a win-win. But a lot of people go in here and they go, oh, wow, this and that. But on that Tuesday, I was talking about, you know, basic stuff. When you get older, you don't get to see your friends a lot. People are either busy with their girlfriends, you know, they have a family, you know, basic stuff, you know, they're busy with their job. So you don't really get to see your friends a lot. And the person found the conversation boring, which is fine, you know. On my stream, I usually just start streaming, and I just have fun. The conversation kept going about the topic I talked about previously with, like, the friends. And then they go, this conversation is boring for me, I'm gonna leave. Or something along the lines of that, right? You know, some type of comment. I was okay, like, ouch. You know, like, you could have just left without saying anything. And then they asked me, hey, have you ever thought about hanging it up? And, you know, and me being me, I was like, you're telling me to hang myself, you know, like a little dumb joke. But then he was like, hey, you ever thought about quitting? Because you probably should. And it's like, just because I couldn't make that one guy laugh. A random viewer, by the way, who joined 10 minutes into a 10-hour stream. Like, what? It's like, stuff like that I never really understand. And it's like, what right do you have to tell someone to quit? Like, anything they do. Because I didn't make you laugh, you know, that's fine. Because I'm here for 10 hours. I make other people laugh. And they're my usual viewers. So it's like, I'm doing something for someone else. Like, why do you have to be so hostile? Like, what did I do to you? But then also, it's just like, if I was a smaller streamer who didn't average as much as I did, let's say, like, that was the only person that popped in my stream, the whole stream, and they told me, hey, you should quit. I feel like it will mess up a lot of people. You know, because, hell, I was that small streamer, like, 2 years ago. But imagine back when I was, like, only averaging, like, 2 or 3 people, and then that one person pops in and said, hey, you should quit. It's like, what's the purpose? Like, why do you look at someone's career and you feel like, oh, I need to tell them that they should quit, they should retire, they should stop doing this and that? It's like, what purpose do you serve? Why do you have to say that? That comment kind of like stuck with me though. It's just like, just because I couldn't make you laugh, I should quit? And then it really gets me thinking too. I'm like, who hurt that person? Did they ever try to make an endeavor to stream and it didn't work out for them, so now they see someone else and like, yeah, you should quit? You know, like, if you're gonna quit, how are you gonna achieve your dreams? If you put no effort into streaming, let's say you stream one time and you do nothing else, why is no one checking me out? It's like, you need to stream more to people to find you, or make content to more people to find you. It's like, I'm just not gonna quit because of like one person told me to. Like, it's just so whack. And I'll be at one point in my career, I think I was gonna quit around 2024 January. I was thinking about like, hey, maybe just streaming to record my videos for YouTube, and then once I'm done, I end the stream, move on, focus purely on Instagram. But no, someone popped in my stream and I kept on going because of them. Because I had a viewer who looked towards my stream, and that means a lot more than any amount of money. So now, like 2 years later, as I mentioned, I average around like 20 people. Why am I gonna quit because of some random Joe on YouTube? Like, because I couldn't make one person laugh, any other famous comedian. There's one person who probably heard their joke and goes, You know what I mean? Like, not even laugh. Should they quit? It's like, it just makes no sense to me. But it's just a comment that kind of stuck with me too. I'm just like, I'm sorry to ever hurt you. I'm sorry if you ever try to do stuff and it didn't work out for you. At some point, like, instead of just quitting, it comes to like, what can you do different? How can you be more appealing to people? It comes to more like that. Because hell, I was being gatekeeped by my chat. Like, once the people who used to make the chat weird were gone, guess what? I skyrocketed. I went from 8 people to 15 to 20 people. So, like, is there any change you have to do? Is there any way you have to, like, format your content? Like, there's so many ways to achieve your dreams. But the thing for me, though, is that I have hit goals this year alone that I never thought I would really hit until, like, maybe, like, 2027. YouTube partner is the biggest one. I would have never thought, like, any ads on my videos, hell, even the channel memberships, I never thought that was even possible. So if I quit back in 2024, I wouldn't be here right now. So it's just like, why would you quit if you know you can achieve stuff? Albeit, it could take some time because the algorithm is a thing, but it's just like, I don't understand. If you're a content creator who is making stuff right now, let's say you're streaming, you're making YouTube shorts, videos, keep on going. I can't necessarily guarantee that you'll be seen by a lot of people, but the more consistent you are and the more you work on stuff, you will be there to have a chance at people to pop in and hang out on your stream. Because a lot of people quit at that part. Oh, no one watches my stream, so I'm done. Why are you quitting? You're live once a week. You know, you need to be more consistent. You need to show up. A lot of people either they can't afford to show up, or they have a lot of free time and they can show up, but then they don't. It's like, it's more about like, the more effort you put in, there's a higher chance of it paying off. Because look at me. I stream 4 days a week for 40 hours. Every other week, 35 hours. You know, albeit 35 hours because of movie night, so I'm there for like 5 extra hours. But you know what I mean? Like, with my community, you have to show up and do stuff and be consistent in order to even appeal the algorithm to keep on going. But it's just like, a lot of people just don't understand that because they quit when they see low numbers. It's like, if my numbers do drop, I'll probably think about like, okay, what can I do different? But right now, I'm not at that point, so I can keep doing what I want. I'm probably never going to quit. This is so much fun. I love doing this. I love having a little community that like cares about like my little dumb stuff. Anything that I do, they enjoy it. So, of course, I'm going to keep on creating stuff that will make my viewers happy and also appeal to other people. That's all you have to do, is just continue working. But I feel like in this online space, people just think, oh, I'm going to stream one time, and then, boom, instant famous. That's not how it works. I'm just gonna say, Jenky, Ludwig, Kaisenat, Queso. Queso did it different though, but Queso did grind. So, you know, there's ways to do it. You know, but like, your first 100 streams aren't gonna be good. First 200 streams probably aren't gonna be the best. 300 streams aren't gonna be the greatest, but you did stream the 300. You gotta keep on going. That's how people start stuff. You keep on going, keep on achieving, keep on grinding. I still celebrate even the little dumb things. 2,400 people on my channel, 1,350 on Twitch. Like, each 10, I could look and go like, oh my god, what the hell? It's just, don't quit. It doesn't even evolve to like Twitch, or even streaming or content creation. Wherever you really want to do, find any way in your power to get to it. Because it's fun. If it's what you like to do, go for it. Keep on grinding for it. Like, I love doing this stuff. I'll do my best to be here forever. but I don't know. Like, when you see comments like that telling you to quit, if it's not an addiction, keep going for it. If it's an addiction, quit. Okay? Don't do drugs. Yeah, or whatever. But I don't know. It's this topic that's been on my mind since Tuesday. And then next week's gonna be another topic from the same stream, because that stream was crazy. I banned I think like 10 people in total from both platforms were banned. It was a weird day. Very weird day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little extra video of the week for those who are memberships. And also, if this video does go free and you're watching this, hi, how you doing? Welcome. Also, speaking of channel members, I'll put you guys up on the screen right now. I still don't know what to do exactly with like having the usernames be shown, because I think some people's names are like their actual like real life names, so I have everything marked out, and then I see people in profile pictures, so I also scribble them out too, so sorry about that, but you're up on there if you are a channel member. Thank you guys for spending that $1 a month for the channel membership. It does appreciate the money be going back to the channel, and all of that lovely stuff. I'm still kind of iffy on doing the creepypasta content for the members, but if you guys want me to do stuff, let me know. And yeah, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this little topic. I'll try to have this video out before Monday, hopefully, or at least on Monday. So yeah, just I have nothing else to say. I hope you guys enjoy the Spider-Man gameplay in the background. I have a lot of fun playing this game. Game footage for these videos and everything. And yeah, I will say the brand new day suit does look kind of weird in this game, but it's not as bad people were saying, but it could be better. There's my little tidbit about Spider-Man. Yeah, just thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys there. So, bye everyone.